Did you have one already though?
Yo, you look so ugly. Yo, talking about you look so ugly with that jersey. It don't make no sense. Yo, cut that out. Yo, get that jersey out of here.
You know, Waffle sleeps in that jersey too, right?
Yeah, you know he's sleeping in that jersey. Hold on, wait. I gotta hold on. We put this man on blast. Yo, you look so ugly, man. No. Keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Let me get into it, man. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's the one and only Legend of Winning, a.k.a. Low. Oh, what's that? Shout out to everybody who was in the chat and who's watching the podcast. This is episode 1 of the new season, 2016-2017 NBA preview. Shout out to, like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat who's keeping it lit for the remainder of the podcast. Make sure you all like the video and share it. Everybody link is already in the description, so you don't have to worry about waiting if you want to follow people on Twitter or follow people on the YouTube channel. And let's go and introduce everybody. Waffleman, go ahead and say what's up, man.
Mello! Come on, Mello!
That's my intro.
Agent.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up this nice ass burger. About to talk some sports. Yeah, we're predicting some rookie of the years, defensive players, 6-man, all that good stuff here in this video. I think Lowe's gonna make his own separate video and go in depth, but you all right?
I've been doing all the the last one I have to do is the MVP, and I'm doing that tomorrow. So yeah, but you're gonna everybody who had questions about what I did or what I didn't say in the video. That's the reason why we're doing a podcast, so you can be more in depth with it. So all your questions that you need answered, that's the reason why you watch the podcast.
All your questions and answered will be answered.
True. Also, to the people, I'm gonna say this too in the beginning, somewhere around the middle and towards the end as well. Make sure you follow everybody on Twitter, and if not everybody, make sure you do follow me, especially over the past couple of days, especially coming up to the NBA season. I'm doing a lot more interaction on my Twitter, and you be involved with it. And also, if you want to be part of the fantasy draft that we're doing with everybody in the podcast, and I'll probably be part of 2 fantasy drafts. If you want to be part of that as well, again, you have to follow me on Twitter because I'm not going to make a separate video on the channel specifically for the final fantasy draft. But if you want to join it, for sure, you have to follow me on Twitter and be updated on what I'm saying on Twitter because that's where all the information will be released.
All right, you got to let me know if there's an echo at any point because I'm kind of lazy to put on my headphones.
Y'all doing fantasy draft too, right?
It depends. I'm already in 2 leagues. Yeah, I'm trying not to diversify too much.
You're already in 2 leagues? Yo, cut your camera off. Nobody want to see your dusty table, yo.
Wait, y'all can see this?
Yeah, we can see it.
Look at this man's ugly keyboard. Oh,
Wait, y'all can see
know. No, we just not see it. You got like something covering it.
Oh, yeah, my keyboard's in the way.
So,
go ahead. Well, take over.
So first thing first, we're gonna run through some of the awards and predictions that we have for the upcoming season. Well, what we gonna do? We're gonna do the Waffleman segment first. Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, we'll do Waffleman segment. The Waffleman NFL weekly segment. Waffleman, go and take it over, man. Tell us what's going on in the world of NFL, man.
Cue the music, Legend. Get the music on.
I don't have no music. Boy, you bugging.
What? Oh,
but here you go. Duh, duh, duh. Go ahead, do it, yo. You got it.
I got you real quick. Redskins proclaimed themselves to be NFC champions after beating the Eagles. If that doesn't smell cocky, I don't know what is. That's Dak Prescott and the Cowboys head into a bye week, leading the conference 5-1. Giants look to come back in London with Odell Beckham possibly kicking after Josh Brown gets exempt from the NFL for beating his wife. Last week, Giants facing the Ravens and Eli hits Beckham for a game-winning TD. 66 yards, amazing. Staying in the NFC, former Super Bowl team Panthers are 1-5 on the season. Really missing Josh Norman in the secondary. Cam Newton keep dabbing on them, folks. Moving up north, Vikings without 2 of their top guns continue to impress, and their schedule is a lightweight. They might just go undefeated. Switching to the AFC, Tom Brady returns with a whopping back-to-back 3 touchdown games. Holy fuck, you can't just make the pretty boy up. That's the Jets with the help from Geno Smith. They fall 1-5 on this season. Unbelievable New York fans, unbelievable. Steelers lose Big Ben again. Here we go again.
Hey.
Same old shit, just another new season, motherfuckers. And the Raiders are 4-2 tied with the Broncos open, looking to move to Las Vegas. What in the hell? Las Vegas. Definitely going to be some distractions. Definitely going to be some niggas losing money out there. Casino's going to be lit. Buccaneers look to start Jaquez Rogers after losing Doug Martin. LaShawn McCoy is out. And Eddie Lacy got too fat again, so he's going to miss a couple more games. Key games this week got the Seahawks and the Cardinals at 8:30 p.m. Back in London for no reason. Giants versus the freaking Rams. Let's get it. NFL season is lit.
Yo, you're ridiculous. You're ridiculous, yo. Yo, you're ridiculous. I don't even give a fucking thing of the copyright. That shit is too funny. Yeah. I don't even know what to go with that. But I don't know. People, it seems like y'all really don't care too much about NFL. But I will say this, yo. The NFC East is looking way better than what a lot of people be giving us credit for. So we out here, we looking strong out here, boy. I mean, because Waffle's team in NFC East too, right?
Yeah, nigga.
You have a team?
Stop, y'all kill me. I've been an Eagle fan. Come on,
You got a team, man.
An Eagles fan from Atlanta? What?
You're a Pacers fan, though.
I'm a Raptor fan first.
But you're a Pacers fan.
I'm a Paul George fan, but I'm a Raptor fan.
No, cut it. You're a Pacers fan. Come on, let's get this out of here.
I'm literally wearing my We the North shirt as we speak. Y'all, we the fucking North on this.
You have shirts of like seven teams. What are you saying, AJ? Come on. Now.
I have 5 Raptor shirts though.
Okay, because you caught them on discount because your team is garbage. Look, man, all I'm saying is this: I'm an Eagles fan. I've been an Eagles fan for a while. And the NFC East looking way better than what people initially thought it was going to be. So shout out to the NFC East, yo.
Shout out to my nigga in the East.
Yo, I was watching some videos on what was the kicker's name? The terrorist?
The what?
The terrorist kicker.
The dude that was like beating his wife?
Yeah, that guy.
I can't remember his name, but that was crazy.
Josh Brown.
Josh Brown. Josh fucking Brown. How do you terrorize your wife? You admit to it, and you only get 1 game suspension.
It's not even 1 game suspended. He's gone, bro.
Well, initially it was a 1 game suspension.
Yeah, initially it was 1 game.
Before they even knew anything about it, it was 1 game. But before they knew anything about Ray Rice, it was 2 games. Yo, they need a system in place because they're so fucking subjective. The NFL when they discipline players, it's like they just go with what they feel like that day. And I don't know, man. It's all kinds of fucked up, but
I'm just disappointed in the Giants, bro. We should have cut that nigga as soon as possible.
I'm disappointed I'm disappointed in y'all too. He's a kicker, yo. Who does he think he is beating somebody?
Exactly. We already got a kicker on the team, and his name is Odell Beckham.
He said, "Who does he think he is beating people?" Wow.
He is beating somebody. My bad, Joe.
Exactly.
You said that like it's like a certain amount of people on the NFL team that have like who have the authority to beat women. Like, what are you talking about?
No, but if there's a hierarchy, a kicker is at the very bottom. You're barely an NFL player. I don't even know if you qualify as a football player yet. And so he makes it to the NFL. Of course, his wife's with him. You know, money's a huge perk. Of course, I don't know what they have going on in the relationship. But if I was dating somebody and she was making millions of dollars, I know that would be a reason for me to stick around, even if she would put me through some shit. So all I'm saying is he's a kicker. Anyway, that was fucked up the way that Goodell and the NFL. Did you hear what they did? They got a guy to tweet at the sheriff's office to ask for information. They said they exhausted everything in their power to get the information necessary. They sent 1 email from a guy who didn't even identify himself as working from the NFL. It could have been a random person. That was literally a random writer in Deadspin, working for Deadspin, got the information because it was public records, something about divorce, et cetera, et cetera. But regardless, the NFL's, what's the word I'm looking for? Incompetence as it relates to disciplining their players. How subjective it is. It feels like every time they're given some sort of different penalty, even if it was for the same offense, is crazy. That drives me crazy. Anyway, I just want to touch on that.
But you're right though, because I don't understand why the NFL and the people who are making the decisions. And yeah, you're right. The inconsistency is really, I think, that's the thing that annoys people, is that and it makes people second guess what's going on in the front office of the NFL and the commissioners, because it's like really even a common, like anybody who's even, you don't even really got to be a part of a league, just common sense starts to kick in. It's like, he initially only got one game. Are you dead serious? One game. But
yes, because they wouldn't have done anything. They would have swept it under the rug if people didn't get angry. They would have been like, "Oh, no one cares? All right, let's just pretend like he never just fucking terrorized his wife. Let's forget about that." That's crazy to me.
But see, that's the Joey Salads effect. Like, and you're not sorry until you get caught. So I'm just saying, like, that's what it is. That's a Joey Salads effect, yo.
I got a picture of History eating some ranch salad in my mind.
Because they wouldn't have cared. Like he wouldn't have cared. All the things they swept under the rug over the past few years. Yeah, you're right. This would have been another one swept underneath the rug, because they really and truly didn't care about that at all. But
they care about Tom Brady though. They definitely care about him.
Because he bringing them money though. Because Tom, you know what's crazy? Because when Tom Brady I remember when Tom Brady got injured that year, and they changed the entire rule just because of Tom Brady. And I was like, yo, are you serious? Y'all protecting quarterbacks like that because Tom Brady got hurt? So, yeah, it's whoever bringing them in money. And if you ain't bringing in enough money, then they're not really that concerned about whatever.
Big time Tom Brady got 4 games for allegedly deflating footballs. All right, it could have been the coach. It could have been the trainer. It wasn't even fucking Tom Brady who probably done that, right? I think something should have happened to him because, I mean, how you get caught in that many scandals? You must have done at least one of them bitches. But if you got 4 games for a tiny difference in air pressure in a football, how you get 1 game for beating your wife? Oh, I'll never understand that. And they talked about how they're more strict with their domestic abuse policies in the NFL now. Like, what? That shit they talking about after Ray Rice? What did they? That was all for sure.
They got new rules in the NFL now where if you get caught like that, you're supposed to be suspended for 6 games.
I mean, they got the rules, but how often do they exercise the rules?
They don't exercise until they get caught, like until it's like public knowledge.
But the thing is the sheriff's office had the information. The sheriff's office said if somebody said they were from the NFL and asked for this information, they would have spoke to it about them. The NFL made no attempt to get the information, so they never had a chance to use that new disciplinary policy. So they're going out of their way to avoid actually finding out information about the case. When I was watching Skip Bayless talk about this on their show, I was like, yo, they went through all this trouble to hide this shit? Y'all remember when the Ray Rice situation happened? The NFL supposedly had the video beforehand and just sat on it. They wanted to kind of sweep it under the rug. And when TMZ got hold of the video is when the NFL started to do all their damage control. Is every time something like this happens, the NFL tries to hide it. And by trying to hide it, it becomes an even bigger story because now they look fucking shady. I've never seen a billion-dollar company do this many just crazily, this incompetent moves and get away with it. It's crazy how no one, there's been a slight dip in ratings in the NFL recently, but imagine Samsung did some shit like this or Apple, it would have been crazy bad.
I mean, for example, the dip in sales with the what's the phone called? With
the TV ratings?
No. He said he's talking about different companies. What's the in Samsung with the Galaxies and stuff like that? There's a huge dip in sales, and then you got to return the merchandise and stuff like that because the battery is exploding. So yeah, if another company or organization had some type of faulty equipment or a faulty product, then yeah, people would immediately react to this. But I don't know. Sometimes I am getting to the point where I can't watch football. I just can't watch it no more. Knowing the people who run in football, I legitimately can't watch it because every single time, regardless if it's Kaepernick or regardless if it's even after we found out what happened with the whole the standing ovation in the beginning of the game. Before we found out, the only reason why they started doing that is because they were getting paid to do it. The fact that they got paid to do it, and then Goodell had the audacity to be like, I just don't disagree with Kaepernick. He's like, yo, you weren't even making people doing it 4 years ago anyway, 4 or 5 years ago anyway, until you got paid to do it. So I can't keep looking at that man the same way because that man he's so, everything he does is so questionable. It's crazy.
I know. To tie it back into NBA, I never really liked David Stern. you saw all the shit he made Iverson go through just because Iverson was doing something different. It seemed really like they were trying to eliminate the black culture in the NBA to start the 2000s, so that more middle class people who weren't really comfortable with watching predominantly black sports, so they can get more into basketball. But he's done some fucked up stuff, but he's taken basketball to new heights. Like, basketball is an international sport. You have to remember that nobody gives a fuck about the NFL, the NHL, and the MLB outside of North America. MLB is a little different because there's a lot of people who played in Japan. But for the most part, NBA is a pretty big international sport. So that was David Stern, and now they got Silver in the office. If we compare right now, I know some of y'all hate David Stern with the passion, but he didn't fuck up this many times. Like, Goodell
on the Loto, David Stern is a way better commissioner than I think a lot of people give him credit for. Like, they'll highlight the few things that he messed up on, which he messed up on some things. But looking at what he did, he's a way better commissioner than people give him credit for.
It's crazy house. Because I'm learning about this shit in class about how he was able to start marketing in China through Michael Jordan, then Kobe Bryant, and then Jeremy Lin helped a lot. Yao Ming was huge. And China got 1 billion people. So if China picks up your game, other Asian countries like the Philippines start picking it up, and South Korea. So, I mean, basketball is now you're starting to see more players from Lithuania like Jonas Valanciunas come in the draft. So that's all because David Stern was able to internationalize the game. So, hey, David Stern fucked up a lot, but Goodell I haven't seen him do a good thing in a long time. So, I mean, the way I look at it, NBA commissioners, especially Adam Silver.
Silver been balling.
Yeah, Adam Silver's been very, I don't know, I guess he's been
active.
More active. He's been more like pro viewer. Like, he does what the people kind of swayed him in that position, which, I mean, I guess for right now, it seems like it's a good thing.
Yeah, anyway, we can move on to the NBA topics. I just wanted to make that very clear that the NFL has it pretty fucking bad compared to the NBA.
True. You know what's your NFL segment?
I'm done, nigga. I'm done.
All right, better. So let's get right into this, man. Since we got roughly 100 people in here now, NBA season starts on the 25th, if I'm not mistaken, which is the Tuesday. So we got to get this going. We got to get into the role. We got to talk about who everybody's expecting to win which award, how far we're expecting, which teams are going to conference finals or the playoffs and the finals eventually. So first, we want to start off with the awards, and we're just going to go up. You can kind of give some detail behind each award you want to go to, but just make sure you hit all the major awards and make sure you touch upon who you think is going to win which one and why exactly. So, Waffle, go ahead and go first, man.
But you want me to say all the awards or just starting with the rookies?
We're going to touch up on all the awards, and then we'll kind of go into more detail once everybody kind of understands what they got.
For Rookie of the Year, I got Chris Dunn. Defensive Player of the Year, I got Kawhi Leonard. Most Improved Player, I got I put 2 players. I didn't know who to put. I put Giannis Antetokounmpo / Porzingis. MVP, I put James Harden. And 6th Man of the Year, I put Brandon Jennings.
Agent,
I'm gonna let you go first, man. It's all you.
Wow, what a face. So for the people out there who probably watch my channel, if not, make sure you check the channel out and you can figure out who exactly I got it because I have it already in video form. But for 6th Man of the Year, I've kind of gone back and forth because a lot of people threw Brandon Knight out there. So I think Brandon Knight, he looks pretty good. But I'm not going to lie, I think Enes Kanter, he should win it this upcoming season. Most Improved Player of the Year, I'm going to go with Dennis Schroeder, starting in Atlanta now. Defensive Player of the Year, I'm going to go with Kawhi Leonard, too. I think he can win it 3 times in a row, which would be crazy. Rookie of the Year, I'm going to go with Joel Embiid. And MVP, make sure you go check out the video I'm put out tomorrow. But MVP, I actually got LeBron James winning MVP, man. I think LeBron he's gonna come back and win the MVP. So, Adrian, you ready now?
I've been ready. I just wanted you to go first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For Rookie of the Year, keep in mind, I don't fucking watch college. To me, you're not an important basketball player until you make it into the NBA and I see you play some games. So my Rookie of the Year pick literally doesn't mean anything because I haven't watched him to know. But I think that Ingram's going to get a pretty good chance over with the Lakers. A little bit of contention there because they got Lowell Deng, but I'm going with Ingram. It might as well be Embiid, but I feel like if you're Embiid and you're on a team that's not winning, I think it's going to be tough for you to get Rookie of the Year. I know MCW, even though he had a good season, just because his team wasn't winning, He barely got it. But anyway, DPOY is Kawhi. Most improved, Amorola Giannis. MVP, I think default has to be LeBron. And sixth man, I'm going to go with Will Barton.
Who you said most improved was who?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay. I'm not gonna. This is something that a lot of people ask me. A few questions about what people ask me. I don't think, because you said it, agent. I don't think Brandon Ingram is gonna win Rookie of the Year. And I know you sat there and said that you don't really watch too much college ball to really see what's going on. But from what I'm seeing in the preseason, and I get it, and this is for all of us. I mean, you hold everything we're saying with a grain of salt because this is preseason. We really haven't seen a good substantial amount of games of these rookies playing. But Brandon Ingram looks lost on the offensive end. And if that's supposed to be his bread and butter, and if that's what he's supposed to live off on for the next, how many ever years he's supposed to play in the NBA, he has to, at first, he has to understand the type of offense that's being ran in LA now. And in LA, I like Lou Walton, but he is integrating, like, he's putting in like a very complex type of system that's being ran. Everything from floppies to elevator plays, loops, horns. So everything's going to be very, very complex. It doesn't really seem like the players there really have a grasp on what everything is going on, and Brandon Ingram is one of them. It's understandable that he doesn't understand it because, again, he's young, and on top of that, he's coming off the bench. Like, he's not going to be starting, and I highly doubt anytime soon he's going to receive 25 or more minutes. I think he's going to stay under the 25-minute range for the next 3 or 4 months. So that's the reason why I don't think Brandon Ingram was going to win Rookie of the Year, and I think that's something for sure that stood out the most for me when I was making the videos. But also, I think we all said Kawhi Leonard gonna win Defensive Player of the Year, yo.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think there's really any other player that does what he does defensively, especially throughout the course of a season. Because you see the other teams, I mean, he basically is like one of the top defensive stoppers in the league. You saw him do it against Paul George. You saw him make Carmelo Anthony struggle. You see him against LeBron James and freaking Kevin Durant. So, I mean, Draymond Green is versatile, but I don't think he's as versatile as Kawhi Leonard on defense, and he doesn't really lead that defense like that.
To just play devil's advocate though, if Kawhi if Draymond does win it, because I think it really is. I mean, you saying that like it's only a one-man race. I really think it's a two-man race. Even though Hassan Whiteside and DeAndre and even Karl Anthony Towns can put his name in there, I legitimately believe it's only a two-man race anyway. But
you said Whiteside? I don't think Whiteside.
No. I'm just saying people can make that argument, but I think it's only between Draymond and Kawhi. Like, I don't really think it's between anybody else, and I don't think really nobody else is going to make a credible argument against those two players. But the thing with Draymond is Bogut defensively was what they really needed, and I think a lot of people are overlooking the fact that once Bogut went down the finals, that really allowed LeBron to do whatever he wants to do on it. And
Draymond in Game 5, he went down too. Yeah,
he got suspended. But I mean, I think Bogut missing those last 2 or 3 games, I think that's what more hurt them than this Draymond missing one game. But defensively, Draymond is going to be on a team where he's going to have to be the presence inside and on the perimeter, and he's still going to have to switch. I mean, I just feel like Draymond is the greatest defender on that team. And like I said in the video, I don't even really think that it's close. So I don't know if that really puts him in conversation. But I think Agent, you lean the same way too, with Kawhi Leonard just being like by far leaps and bounds better defensively than anybody else.
Yep, there's not a lot of time where a wing player is the Defensive Player of the Year, especially multiple times. So LeBron did that. So Kawhi is an incredibly talented, like, if your favorite player is going up against Kawhi and Kawhi is guarding him, you know it's gonna be a tough night. Now there's a good chance. I wish there was defensive stats for fantasy because that guy really kills it. I know some people put Whiteside in the conversation because he gets a lot of blocks, but then again, I've seen him play throughout the season, and a lot of the Heat fans will tell you as well. He gets a lot of blocks, but doesn't necessarily mean that he's amazing defensively. I think he's good defensively. I think he drives people away from the paint, and I think that's something that's overlooked. Dwight Howard did that for a long time before all his injuries, is when you're a threat in the paint, people don't want to go in the paint. And so even though a stat will never show up for a point guard not driving on you, if you're a center that can't defend, a lot of people will. So, not taking anything away from Whiteside, of course, but Kawhi he's a lockdown defender in NBA 2K17, and he has all the Hall of Fame badges.
2K17.
He has all the Hall of Fame badges, man.
And just for people to know, if Kawhi Leonard wins Defensive Player of the Year this upcoming season, him and Dwight will be the only two players in NBA history to ever win this award 3 straight years in a row. And Kawhi Leonard will be the only perimeter player in NBA history to have more than 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards to his name as well. So history can be made with Kawhi winning this upcoming season. But if you think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year award, do you think he has any chance of winning the MVP? Because in my opinion, outside of LeBron, I think Kawhi also has a very, very strong argument to win MVP.
Yeah, I think he might have a chance. If it's not LeBron, I think Kawhi is the next best option.
Waffleman said James Harden. I was like, Waffleman said James Harden. Yo.
Listen, James Harden, if the Rockets make into the playoffs, of course, because he's basically leading that team. I mean, I know it's preseason and stuff like that, but this man James Harden, he's gonna be putting up those fantasy numbers, of course. So he'll probably
preseason.
I think I said even though it's preseason.
I know that was your pre. I understand, but you got
either way, he's gonna put up numbers. He's
gonna put up numbers.
He's gonna be
sure will. I just don't think he'll put enough up to beat up Kawhi.
Not defensively, but
so I had to see some Kawhi Leonard gameplay for myself. I had to see it because this man, he's reminding me a lot of Kobe the way he plays. The way they'll play him at the high post and just be like ISO.
I don't know about all that.
I'm not saying he's that Kobe level. I'm saying he's reminding me of young Kobe. I see him hit the high post fade. I'm like, yo, you got that? And then you see him drive to the paint, acrobatic finish. Like, you don't see him celebrate, so you won't ever see him, doing little like dances like Brandon Jennings did the other day after scoring a shot. So he won't show up for that. People think of him as a defensive stopper, so people overlook his offensive abilities. But you got to remember, defense is 50% of basketball. So if you're the best, if not one of the best at defense, and you're one of the best on offense, Kawhi is a really talented offensive player, and his ceiling is so fucking high. I think Kawhi can make the step. I just think LeBron, if he doesn't sit out too many games or doesn't pretend like he's injured again, take more games out. If LeBron is actually playing this season, I think LeBron's gonna take it. But Kawhi he's a very good second.
I don't think LeBron is the best player, but I don't think, like we already know this before, LeBron doesn't play until the playoffs. So,
but see, I agree with you with that. But the thing is, the only reason I put him in there because how vocal he's been over the past 3 months in the offseason about how he's trying to chase Michael Jordan again, and he's only one MVP away from tying Michael Jordan in the MVP race. So I just feel like if he wants to win, I think that these next few years is by far the best option for him to win. Actually, I think this right here is just the best year because if he continues to keep coasting and trying to win later on down his career, he gets older, 1. And 2, I mean, you got other players coming up like Karl Towns, and you don't know where Davis is going to be in his career a few years down the line as well. I think this year, LeBron knows. But going back to the James Harden thing, because me personally, like James Harden and Russell Westbrook are in that same category of, like, their teams aren't going to be that great, but they can put up single-handedly, they can put up their own numbers to put them in that conversation. The only reason why I don't think that neither one of them are going to win is simply put, we've seen that before. Like, we've seen it before, and if you don't make the playoffs, especially be high seed in the playoffs, then you don't win MVP. Like a few years ago, LeBron put up 30 points. He averaged, what year was this? The 07-08 season. LeBron averaged 30 points. 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and he didn't win MVP because his team was 4th or 5th in the conference. So even though I understand what you're saying, Wolf, and I understand what a lot of people are saying about how, individually those players can put up those numbers, what type of numbers do you think they're going to have to put up to win MVP if they end up being like the 7th or 8th seed in the Western Conference?
Oh, well, he'd have to be in the 6th seed. I don't think 7th seed or 8th seed would be allowed to be able to win MVP, but I think you might have a chance at 6th seed.
See, I don't know because
but of course he'd be putting up better numbers than last year.
But he put up last year though. He basically put up good numbers.
30 points. No, I'm saying he's going to put up better numbers this year. He's going to be probably putting up like 33, 32 points per game, 10 assists per game. That's it, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Okay, I'll say this because for people who don't know, the overwhelming understanding is you have to be either first or second seed in your conference to win MVP. Really, what it is, you have to be one of the top 3 or 4 seeds, because outside of that year that Michael Jordan did it, it's only happened 3 other times in NBA history where you aren't top 3 seeds in your conference, and it happened with Moses Malone twice, and he was a 6 seed, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and they didn't even make the playoffs.
Kareem.
But
So
those 3 years though, say it again.
I was gonna ask Waff. You think James Harden's gonna do top 3?
Top 3 in MVP 40?
No, he's talking about in the conference. I don't think he's not saying that. And what I'm saying is when they won it those 3 times, they put up crazy numbers, just like Waffle was saying. And if that man James Harden go out there and put up 33 points and 10 assists,
because
you're right. He gonna win it.
Think about the last 5 people that won the MVPs, right?
Yeah.
You got Curry, Durant, LeBron James, and Derrick Rose. Curry is on a team with Kevin Durant, so I mean, you could give it to one of them, but in the same sense, it's like, first of all, they're gonna lose touches, of course, both of them. And then it's like, come on, they're on the same team, so why would it be most? But then again, they did it last year. But then again, Curry had that historic year, and then LeBron James, like I said before, even though he might, he said you might be proving himself trying to catch up to Michael Jordan. I'm not sure if LeBron James is going to try to go hard this year, because knowing that Kevin Durant is on the Warriors now, he might even want to rest up even more this season, go on a higher cruise control. I mean, still wants to get to that top seed, and the Eastern Conference got more competitive, so he'll probably even try harder because of that. But those 3 players right there, I don't think they're all going to be putting up crazy numbers. I don't think Curry's going to put up the numbers from last year, even Durant.
I don't know, Adrian. Do you think you think that Kevin Durant or Curry has any opportunity to win MVP? Because I don't think they do.
Curry, no. Kevin Durant, no, they don't. Not even close.
Yeah, I don't think
they're gonna play enough games out of this year. I think they're gonna take breaks the second they need to. Hey, your ankle's feeling some type of way. Now you got to sit out 10 games, fam. We're good. We're making the playoffs, number 1 seed. So they don't have to play. I don't think they're gonna get MVP because I don't think they give a fuck.
Actually, I agree. I don't really think they care now. I think when you make a move like what they did this offseason, I don't really think they care about winning MVP or not. I don't know, but to me, I think like what Waffle was saying about James Harden, I think that is obviously the more. I think it's interesting because him and Russ could do something crazy, and I agree. If Russ or James Harden comes out and they score over 30 plus points and like 10 assists, yeah, then they should win MVP regardless of where they finish. I don't even care if they actually don't make the playoffs. If they put up numbers like that, then they should make it. I'm dead serious because I'm so serious. At that point, that's something that I don't think we'll ever see again. And I think out of both of those two, to be honest with people, I don't really think Russ is going to do it because I don't see him getting 10 assists again. That's just not how he plays. Regardless of what people don't want to admit it, but that's not how he plays.
Triple doubles?
Nah, I think he could do it again.
No, I don't think 10 assists without James Harden without KD on the team.
That's just gonna make him do more pick and rolls.
With who?
With who? With Steven Adams and Enes Kanter. He was like top. Him and Steven Adams and him and Kanter separately are like top 10 in NBA pick and roll usage rates.
There's 30 teams, yo. Top 10 isn't that impressive.
Yeah, it is. What?
Pick and roll? What?
It's not 30 teams. He's talking about the duo between them.
I know, but how often is one team gonna have 2 players that are doing really good pick and roll usage?
No, I'm talking about the 2 separate individual duos.
That's what he's saying. He's not saying the teams. What are you talking about? Yo, you're bugging.
All right, so you're saying
that's like Derrick Rose and Porzingis setting a screen, or Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah setting a screen.
Yeah, exactly. Or Dragic and Dragic and Hassan Whiteside and Dragic and Bosh.
Or like Kyrie and LeBron or something like that.
Yeah.
And these niggas in like the top 20 for like 2 players.
Look, I don't know. To be honest with people, I told people this in one of my videos. Yo, I think don't have your expectations too high for that man, Russ, because I saw that story already with Kobe, and coming as a Laker fan, don't have your expectations up that high. Kobe had some great individual years, but that team I don't know because I even though I think that team is solid, no, I don't really see it happening. But I still say though, if either one of them can come close to averaging a triple double, when I say close, 25 or more points and 9 rebounds and 9 assists at the bare minimum. If they can come close to that, I don't care where they finish. They need to win MVP. I don't care if they come dead last. That's MVP right there.
They're not coming in last. So that's the thing. These teams, I think both of them are gonna make the playoffs.
Oh,
because
bugging.
Nah, nigga, they are. I mean, the West is not. I think you're overestimating the Western teams, bro. Like the West is not that good, other than like what 4 or 5 teams. I mean, the other teams can be debatable, and there's of course like 8 bottom eaters that just eat at the bottom. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
There's 8 of them though. Well, before we get to that, is there any other awards that we need to go through? I think we got the MVP. I think we talked about that. Defensive Player of the Year. We touched.
Man, most improved.
So who got? I think we all picked 3 different players anyway. I got Schroeder
For most.
Yeah, most improved. Yeah. I mean, he's coming off the bench now. He's starting. I think that's just an obvious improvement. I mean, he's always going to put up better numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I put Giannis because he's going to be more. He's going to have a full season to do what he does now. But
both of y'all say Giannis.
But then again,
Milton's injured for the first little bit, so Giannis.
Yeah, that's what I said. He might have a problem there because I was like, damn, who's this thing going to feed now? But I mean, he could still play, but that floor spacing could be fucked.
That's it.
Those are minutes that Giannis would regularly get. So I know Giannis can play point guard, or he'll be playing other positions. But
is he starting at point guard though?
He needs to be. He need to be, yo. I don't understand why people are like so like. No, that nigga's 6'11". He don't need to be a point guard. Put him at small forward or put him at power forward. Like, who gives a fuck? Put that nigga at point guard, yo. Who cares?
But honestly, though, and this is gonna be biased, but low key, what Brandon Jennings did last season. If this man really takes it up a notch,
yo, you're crazy.
He could be most improved and 6 man. You know how crazy.
Yeah, you sound so stupid right now. He said he can win both of them. Man, shut the hell up, nigga. He can't win both of them. He couldn't win both. He couldn't even believe that he would win both of them. He wouldn't even like tell himself that.
You know how much celebration videos we see?
Man was dancing though. That man was turning up, bro. What you talking about? That nigga believes. You're
crazy. No, but I'm okay. But honestly though, on the Giannis tip, and we can move on to the standings because you think that the West is weak apparently. Giannis, I think he's solid. I think he's really good. But I think what people need to recognize is it's different from when you just catching teams off guard after the All-Star game, and now you all of a sudden hand on the ball and orchestrating the offense to where he's going to be at the beginning of the season, where everybody's like, "Oh no, Giannis is handling the ball. He's going to be the point guard." So now we can orchestrate around that, and now we can actually have a defensive mind state to where we understand that that's going on. And on top of that, Chris Middleton is gone. So who is stretching the floor? Like who's spacing the floor for Giannis to do what he needs to do? There's really nobody.
They traded for Tony Snell, who he's not even a. I mean, he's better than I guess Michael MCW, but even he's not even like that great of a sharpshooter like that.
So they really don't have nobody on that team that can stretch the floor. Really, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest.
Let's just be honest.
Let's just be honest.
You with a hoodie song? Oh, please.
But I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are having these high expectations, and even though I think he could meet them, I don't really see him. I don't really see it coming to fruition though. Me personally, but I would love to see it though. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you a hater, bro?
Apparently, I am. I am a hater.
That's what comment would say.
Apparently, I'm a hater. I think we done though. Everybody good with the awards? Y'all good with your awards?
Nah, Will Barton's getting 6 man. Right. Facts. Anyways.
No, he is not.
He was just a 6 man.
He didn't win it last year, so why would I don't understand why people keep saying that too? He didn't win it last year, so why would he win it this year?
That's terrible logic. By that logic, nobody knew she was a 6 man.
You think he gonna put up better numbers he did last year?
Yes.
Get the no, he's not.
I think there'll be players that put up better numbers than him at 6 man this year.
Who? Yeah, I think Brandon Young gonna have a better 6 man of the year.
Y'all want to put a bet on that?
Do you know what Will Barton put up? I might actually do that because you think that is that what you say? You think Will Barton's gonna win? You think Will Barton is gonna win?
I think Will Barton's gonna win.
You're crazy. You're crazy. Because Will Barton last year put up 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He had a good argument last year. To think that he's going to do better than that, though?
You don't think he can do better than that?
14 points in 28 minutes? No, I don't. Actually, no, I don't.
I don't think he'll do better than that.
He can't. He's not going to do better than that.
He never had a crazy year. Then after he did that, they might be like, oh, shit, we got to scout this nigga now. But then again, they got now they go there, so now you can't do that.
All right, anyway.
And then they're going to have Chandler coming back. That's another thing, too. They're going to have more scoring options on the bench, too. Like,
my bias pick was going to be Corey Joe.
I'm happy you didn't say that.
Yeah, you would have took an L.
I'm going to say Corey Joe.
Yeah, you'd have took an L anyway, nigga. I think it's going to be either Brandon Jennings or Enes Kanter.
How is Brandon Jennings even relatively anyway?
Who else is a 6-man in the league, bro?
Are you serious?
Jamal Crawford just got back.
But he's a yearly seasonal 6-man.
What does that mean?
That means he's a 6-man every year. He's the only 6-man.
So this time he can't be always?
I don't think he's gonna win it. I don't think he'll win it this year.
I mean, he's always been winning 6-man for his entire career, but I'm just saying he's gonna be coming out the bench regardless. But if you look at anybody else in the league who's a 6-man, it's like you got Will Barton, okay. You might have either Allen Crabbe or I don't know what they're doing with Evan Turner or Allen Crabbe over there. And then you got Brandon Jennings because the Cavs are starting J.R. Smith, I believe. So it's like, who else is there? What are the team? The Warriors, I guess they got Iguodala, but
Jennings got no Hall of Fame badges.
What does that mean?
You're a bum, man.
Let me cut it. All right, we can move on.
But so going off of what you said earlier, Waff, about the Western Conference, I don't know because people said this and some people make videos about it as well. How the Western Conference is kind of falling off. I can see it leveling out, but I don't really think it's obviously gotten weaker, obviously, or even more top heavy. I think that's a better argument to say. When you look at the Western Conference, I don't know if y'all did y'all do the whole entire 15 or y'all didn't, or y'all just didn't make. You did the whole entire 15 ranking, or you just did who gonna make the playoffs and who's not making the playoffs?
At least who's making the playoffs.
All right, so Agent, go ahead, hit me up. Hit me who you think will make the playoffs in the West, man.
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
No, go ahead and go first, man. You got it. Yo, Waffle went first.
Nah, you went last. You went last.
Yeah, you went last time. Yo, come on, Agent. Stop playing, yo. Come on, give me the 8, yo.
What'd you ask for?
The Western Conference playoff standings. Put it in order too. The 8 in order.
From the Western. What was that word you used?
Yo, come on. I know you got it. Come on, man. Come on, stop.
I don't remember. I'm trying, but I don't know the word that you just used.
Agent, do you have it or you don't have it? Because if you don't have it, then we can just move to somebody else, yo.
No. I what the fuck? Y'all told me to prepare. I definitely have it. Wow, why wouldn't I have it? Like I'll give you.
So if you know what it is, then if you know what I'm talking about, then just say it then.
See, but that's just the problem right there. That's racist what y'all doing right now.
Wow. So you're gonna
say racist?
You can even go from 1 to 8. Go to 1 to 8 right now, bro.
Oh, what were we supposed to do before? Because I had 1 to 8.
All right, go, man. You got it then.
No, but I'm waiting. Could you just answer that question real quick?
Anyway, so I'll do it then. My Western Conference standings, I got Golden State at 1. I think that's pretty obvious. I don't think nobody's gonna argue that. San Antonio 2, Clippers 3rd. At 4th, this might be a bit of a stretch, but I do think the Utah Jazz are going to jump up pretty high. So I got Utah Jazz at 4. At 5th, at 5th, I got the Portland Trailblazers. At 6, I have OKC. At 7, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves. And at 8, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. That's what I have.
Wow.
True.
Wow.
I don't see, the fact you say Houston is, I don't think Houston going to win. Houston's not going to make it, yo. They're just not going to make it. But I'm assuming you got yours, Wall, so let me hear yours, yo.
I got the Warriors, then the Spurs, then the sad Clippers, then the Trailblazers, then the Thunder, Rockets, Grizzlies, and then the Jazz. Matter of fact, hold on a second. Let me put the Grizzlies above the Rockets.
Wait, time out. You're bugging right now. So you think the Rockets are borderline 51 team?
They're the 7th seed. How's that?
Oh, you know, my bad. You think OKC is a borderline 50-win team?
Well, they're going to have like 47, 48 wins.
You're crazy. You think Kevin Durant only accounted for like 7 games?
I'll take that back. They're going to have like 44 to 46 wins.
Nah, take that out, nigga.
Nigga.
But you still have them 5th, right? That's what you said, 5th.
Yeah, they're 5th.
All right, agent, your turn.
Yo, Waff, could you just expand on that a little bit? I'm intrigued by what you had to say.
Nigga, go,
What?
yo. He gonna expand on it when you get done with yours, yo.
You talked about how you don't think the Thunder. You think Kevin Durant just had a 7-game difference. What was that about?
Do I think Derrick Rose has a freaking 12-game difference? No.
That's a good question.
I mean, but you had Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, a better percentage.
But then they had Oladipo too. They added Oladipo too, right? So how much wins is Oladipo?
You think Oladipo weighs
Time out too. Hold up. Just wait a minute. Kevin Durant also missed 2 to 3 weeks last season. So hold up. Wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought all the money, y'all thought I was winning?
Stop. No, if you think OKC still gonna win 50 or somewhere around 50 games, that's crazy.
They can win with 44 to 46, man. That's the 5th seed to go.
44 to 46. That's like from last year. That should be around bottom 5 though, not bottom 5. Excuse me. After below the 5th seed.
Well, yeah, they're at the 5th seed.
We'll see. Yo, go ahead, go, agent. Yo, you got it.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah.
That's what's up. If you didn't like Waffle's list, you're absolutely gonna fucking hate mine. Warriors number 1, Spurs number 2, number 3 goes to the Clippers. Right? Are we good so far? We're on track. All right, because this is about to go crazy. 4 is to the Thunder, 5 is to the Blazers, 6 is to the Jazz, 7 to the Timberwolves, 8 to the Pelicans.
Damn, put the Pelicans in there.
Pelicans. Wait.
I saw way too many games of Russell Westbrook on his own a couple years back when KD was injured, and how he was able to just will that fucking team to victory. A team now that has more depth, keep in mind. So now they got Oladipo on the team. They were able to trade away Ibaka, who was becoming less and less of a defensive threat. On top of that, Westbrook's definitely gotten better as a player. Players like Steven Adams have emerged out of nowhere, so they have him and Cantor. So
wait. Say your last 4 one more time.
Blazers 5, 6 is Jazz, 7 is Timberwolves, 8 is Pelicans.
So neither one of y'all think the Memphis Grizzlies gonna make the playoffs?
No, I put Grizzlies in mine. What the hell?
Oh, okay.
Because I was gonna put him in, I was like, not Pelicans. Because keep in mind, Anthony Davis has been injured every season,
and he's injured right now.
He's injured again
to start the season.
Yes.
Oh, you don't see that,
You don't even know what you're talking about.
This man even look at the topics. Look at that
Hey,
shit.
yo, that's another L. You got your L. You got your second
No.
L.
Y'all gotta explain to me how the fuck he got injured in the offseason.
That's your second L.
Nigga, he got injured in practice, nigga. He's injured right now. He's out.
You got injured in practice?
Yes, bro.
How?
Nigga, first of all, it doesn't even matter if he was injured. Well, it does matter if he was injured. But
it doesn't. No, it really doesn't. Because like even when he was healthy, the year that they made the playoffs, they made the 8th seed. They barely made the team. And on top of that, the first few weeks, really they don't know how long, but they're going to miss Drew Holiday's not going to be there for their first few weeks anyway. So what? I don't understand how people think the Pelicans going to make it.
You're lucky they got Buddy Hield.
He suffered an ankle sprain in a preseason game in Beijing, October 12th.
Breakout players in the
Oh,
NBA.
shut the fuck up. All right. Yo, now you get this guy on my list, yo. How does he get injured this often? Like, every year I have hope in him, and then I regret having hope in
He's
him.
a bum. That's it, man.
He's not a bum. Calm down. He's not a bum.
Yo, regardless. Really
He's a bum like getting injured, bro.
I don't understand how you think the Grizzlies not going to make it, agent, because the Grizzlies last year, even without Mike Conley and Marcus Gasol, they still made the playoffs with 42 wins. I don't understand how you don't.
When this is sprained ankle, y'all got to cut it, though. It's not like Anthony Davis is going to be out for too long.
He's gonna be injured again too. Watch.
That's what I'm saying. He's still going to be
Like he's already think about that. He's already injured. It didn't even start. Can you think about that 1 second? The way this guy's been getting injured in his career, this season didn't even start, and he's already injured. And they don't have Drew Holiday. Like, who's their point guard, bro?
And they lost Eric Gordon.
And they lost Eric Gordon.
Well, I mean,
And Ryan Anderson.
but they place Eric Gordon with Buddy Hield. But
Not really a replacement because Buddy Hield's still real raw.
yeah, he's gonna be nice though.
But, yo, we've seen Anthony Davis in healthy form take over games. So you don't think a healthy Anthony Davis can bring his team into the playoffs?
He's not carrying that team, man.
But again, when he carried the team, though, they made the 8th seed. The 8th, they barely made the playoffs.
But the 8th is like 50 wins in the West at the time.
No, it was not. That was it. That was the year that KD was gone and Westbrook was carrying the team by himself. That was not a 50 win. That wasn't a 50 win season.
Oh, true. Word.
So the Pelicans not going to make it. I don't think even though Waffleman thinks that Houston's going to make it. That team doesn't even think about playing defense. Like they don't even like.
They're gonna outscore people.
With who? Just James Harden?
Listen, man, you don't underestimate James Harden, man. That guy can ball. James Harden last year.
James Harden could put up 50 points and the team still couldn't outscore nobody because there's nobody else on the team that can really score.
Waffle watched one too many preseason games. He's the biggest James Harden.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
But he made it to the playoffs last season. He's good, bro.
No.
And he got rid of his Dwight problem. No more Dwight. He don't need Dwight no more.
Yo, that was a problem. The only defensive player on that team, right? That was a problem.
Man, he ain't playing nothing anyways, man. He playing some miniature role minutes.
Yo, you're crazy, yo. I'm telling you right now, the Rockets. I don't really see the Rockets making the playoffs. And even if they do, I think it's gonna be 8th seed. I think the biggest. I don't know. To me, the biggest surprise, or sleeper in the Western Conference has to be the Utah Jazz. Like if you look at what they've done and everything they've put together. If people tend to forget the difference between the 9th seed and the 5th seed last year was only 4 games. Utah won 40 games, Portland won 44, and they were the 5th seed. So I think Utah for sure.
Word. So you're saying the Rockets could have been the 4th seed too, 5th seed too?
Yeah, the Rockets could have been there too, but they lost players. So what they actually lost talent. So how would you
gain talent? Didn't you say Ryan Anderson wasn't a role player?
They gained talent as good as Dwight Howard.
Didn't you say Ryan Anderson was a beast? 19 points per game.
I never said he was a beast.
What did you say about Ryan Anderson, boy? You said Ryan Anderson was Vince Carter at 19?
I said that's a role player. That's exactly what I said. So Ryan Anderson is another role player on that team. Ryan Anderson he's barely a starter, if that. He's started on a very specific team, and it's a team like this where there's a whole bunch of garbage players on that team. Yo, look, I'm looking at Houston. That team defensively just can't even do it, yo.
No, we'll see. We'll see.
That team defensively is a fucking joke. The second people figured them out in the offense they have, because they're doing some wacky shit this year with D'Antoni, believe me, by the second half of the season, Houston will not be doing so hot. They just don't have the talent anymore. James Harden's a great player, but without Dwight, he was a defensive anchor for that team. Now, he wasn't the same Dwight for Orlando or the LA Dwight was booty cheeks, but Dwight isn't there anymore in the paint. They got Ryan Anderson now. Clint Capella,
man. Don't want to say Clint Capella.
Clint Capella and Patrick Beverly. I've seen somebody talk about Pat Bev's going to be the defensive anchor on that team. He's going to help. Like, how is Pat Bev going to help out the fact that there's going to be people beat off the dribble on their team? So unless they have the most phenomenal defensive rotations, they're going to have trouble defensively. Hey, if they can outscore the other team, they have the offensive ability, go ahead and do it. But when the playoffs come, if they make it in the playoffs, you can't just outscore teams. You're going to have to lock down.
Thank you, because I don't even think they can really outscore teams neither, because it's not like they have a group of players that can consistently give them numbers. Like even going back to the mid-2000s D'Antoni, not only did you have Steve Nash, who was arguably one of the best. Well, at that time, he obviously was the best shooter the game had ever seen. Then you still had Stoudemire that can give you points. Then you still have Marion that can give you points. And then you also had players coming off the bench that was going to help as well. Outside of, again, let's just be honest. Outside of James Harden, there really isn't nobody else on that team that could consistently give them 15 to 20 points on a night-to-night basis. So even if the mentality is, oh yeah, we're just going to outscore everybody, you still have to figure out players that can outscore everybody else, because there just really isn't those players, yo. Yeah, that's word. That's facts. That's facts.
So you're saying Ryan Anderson and Eric Gordon can't give you 15 points a game?
I don't think Eric Gordon can be healthy enough in the full season to give you 15 points a game.
Well, true. That means
and really and true, that goes for Ryan Anderson too. But even if Ryan Anderson was there, fine. Ryan Anderson is 15 points. Who else?
Let me check the roster real quick. I don't know.
Exactly. They gonna have run James Harden
for 50 shots, all free throw attempts because he can be hacked all season.
Exactly. I think Clint Capella is gonna play really, really well, but offensively he's not gonna be there. So then they got at point you got James Harden, shooting guard Eric Gordon for like 40 to 50 games. He's gonna get hurt. Then they got, I guess they're running Trevor Ariza at 3. He hasn't cared since he signed his contract. Ryan Anderson at 4 and Clint Capella at 5. And that team isn't that good, bro. And James Harden isn't that great of a player to carry that team.
I'll get by.
Shots.
I don't understand how y'all don't think Utah gonna be that high up, yo.
Nah, that'd be good.
No, Utah looking real good actually. So, but there is one.
They got George Hill and Joe Johnson.
George Hill, Joe Johnson, Rodney Hood looking better. Yeah, somebody else.
Rodney Hood is amazing.
They got Trey Burke as well. So no, they don't have Trey Burke.
I agree with you. I think Utah's a really good team. 2 of my favorite players in the NBA, Gobert and Rodney Hood on one team. But I feel like they don't have a direction. They have so much talent on one fucking team. It just doesn't look like it's going to fit, yo. We got Gordon Hayward on one team who's a scorer, and then he's not even really putting up score numbers. There's some teams interested, but they refuse to trade him. He's been on the block a few times. Derek Favors just had a nice season last season, so there's an asset there. But Gobert is a defensive player. It feels like they have a little bit of everything. It reminds me a lot of the Boston Celtics, where if they can just find a direction, then I think the Utah Jazz can be a great team. But right now, they got Trey Burke and Australian guy Dante Exum. Just a bunch of I get that they want to have depth, but I think they should do something with that depth that'll help them move forward with their team. Utah has potential. I'm waiting for some moves to be made with that team, yo.
They make the moves in the offseason. You're bugging, yo. Because to me, their biggest issue was the point guard position, and they just needed an actual starting point guard, and they got that in George Hill. So yeah. I don't know. I think they got what they need to get. But there is one team that none of us said is going to make the playoffs, and that's the Sacramento Kings.
Why would they make the playoffs?
This will be
starting 5 of all centers, yo. God.
This will be the 13th season in a row where they do not. Is it? Oh no, that's the Timberwolves. It's one of the two. Both Sacramento and Timberwolves are on a 10-year stretch of not making the playoffs. One of them is on a 12-year stretch, and I thought that was the Kings. But so again, I think we all agree with this. Another year, Sacramento was not making the playoffs and not going to do anything progressive with their team and their organization. What the fuck are they doing with DeMarcus Cousins? Because I need to know.
That is devastating. It's like Garnett with the Timberwolves. It's like, stop wasting the man's career. It hurts to see it.
I get frustrated when I see that because it's like, I don't even understand how teams can be. I don't understand how fan bases can be upset at players when they want to leave. Like, it's obvious the organization fault. Like, obviously, the Sacramento Kings are not putting him in a situation to win. So when he complains about how bad the team is, why does everybody keep going after like DeMarcus Cousins, how poor of a player he is, or even Kevin Durant for that matter? Like, why people going after Kevin Durant? Obviously, OKC didn't know what the hell they were doing anyway.
Why people going after Kevin Durant?
I'm going after Kevin Durant because he went to Golden State, but him leaving OKC that just makes sense to me.
I mean, I guess
we're gonna talk about that later because I got something to say about that.
I mean, you could debate that.
All right, here we'll go to the East End since we're gonna talk about that when we get done with this. AJ, I'm pretty sure you're ready now, man. Go ahead, give me your top 8.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, go ahead, man. You got it.
I just want to make sure that y'all don't want to go first before I go.
No, go ahead and go, man. You got it.
I'd hate to go and then you guys wanted to go first.
Man, go ahead and go, man. Matter of fact, you can go from 8 to 1, so you can say Toronto first since Toronto's going to be 8 seed.
Disrespectful.
They got terrible. What's his name? Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, DeRozan is 46.
46 DeMar DeRozan.
He's ranked 46 by Sports Illustrated, so they must be right. Steven Adams is a better player. I bet y'all never knew that.
Oh, yeah, that is right. That's the reason why OKC going to be the second seed in the goddamn West. Fuck.
Because Steven Adams, he's 40th, yo. Yeah. Anyway, I got the Cavs first. Not by a large margin because I highly doubt that they're actually going to give a fuck in the regular season. The Raptors second. If you have anything otherwise, stop disrespecting my Raptors, people. Before I move forward, I want to have a little monologue about the Raptors. Why do y'all think it's all right to disrespect the Raptors every season? Every single analyst talking about DeMar DeRozan. Sports Illustrated ranked DeMar DeRozan 46th in the NBA. They ranked Kyle Lowry in the top 20. How the fuck does that make sense? Everyone in Toronto knows DeRozan's a guy. So, I mean, I don't know what metric they were using. I don't know what metric a lot of the analysts are using. But every year, the Raptors are like, no, this can be a 45-win team. The Raptors go out there and get a franchise-high 56 win. Was it 56?
Yeah, 56. Yeah.
56 wins because the Cavs had 57. The one win under the Cavs, they were so close to getting home court advantage in the Eastern Conference Finals. They struggled in the playoffs, and I know that's a lot of the reason why people dislike Toronto is because they don't watch them. But the one time they did watch them was in the playoffs, and they had the most – the whole city of Toronto, there were so many suicides out here because we had to watch them play the Pacers and the Heat. We just wanted to jump off a building watching that basketball because that's not the Raptors. The Raptors that face the Cavs, those are the Raptors that we know. So the people that don't watch the Raptors out here just straight disrespect and talking about Celtics going to have 5 more wins in the regular season than the Raptors. Stop it. A 56-win team went out there and got better in the offseason, and everybody has them doing worse next season. Anyway, we're kind of used to it by now. I'm not really tripping, but I felt like I had to go in on that. Celtics third. I don't think Al Horford's going to make as big a difference as many people think. Pacers fourth. Kind of want to put Pacers third, but realistically, I think it's going to take them a little while to get used to each other. Got him at 4. Paul George is my dude. Pistons at 5. Hornets at 6. Oh, my
God. What the fuck?
Bulls with the Z at 7. And then I couldn't decide on 8, so I put Wizards/Bucks. So
you're bugging. Oh, my God.
Can you say your list again?
Oh,
I got distracted.
You're bugging.
I got distracted.
You're bugging. Say that list one more time.
You got to say that list again,
I
bro.
almost like this list.
Say that list
one
more
time. Wait. Oh, see, because there I missed the team. Let me go through this.
You're bugging.
Yeah, I got to go through this. There we go. I got the team. So Wizards/Bucks are out.
Oh, my God. I was like,
the Hawks.
You missed 2 teams. You're bugging.
What? You think the Knicks deserve to be in it?
Yes, bitch. What the fuck?
Yo, I think just because the Bulls missed the playoffs last season, people are forgetting the
What?
Bulls are a good team, yo.
Yo,
If you had to choose a team, are you going Bulls or Knicks?
Didn't you just see Dwayne Wade in the offseason just say he doesn't care about winning?
Wait, you said would I choose Bulls or Knicks?
That's a good question, actually.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna choose one team that legitimately doesn't understand that we're playing in 2016 and doesn't understand spacing is an actual factor in winning basketball games.
Y'all saying that shit like these guys play.
So Wade and Rondo going to be all of a sudden like 38% from 3? Get the fuck out of here.
So you like Rondo a lot then, huh?
No, I just think that I understand what they're doing.
You like Robin Lopez, agent?
You're just defending because your Knicks are on.
No. I damn know y'all niggas were talking shit about Robin Lopez last offseason, right?
Yeah, Robin Lopez is some trash.
Oh, word?
For his contract, but then the CBA is adjusted. Now he's just average.
No. I mean,
no.
I tell you, I think he is solid big, but he not. No, there's no. Oh no.
Let me just stop you right there. This doesn't make any sense.
Here's a good question because I have no fucking clue where the Hawks rank anymore. Now that they lost, they have Dwight now and they lost Horford. Are the Hawks in your top 5? You put Detroit 4th or 5th? What'd you put Detroit? Oh yeah, I bumped Detroit down because I put the Hawks up there now.
You put Detroit 5th. They don't have Reggie Jackson for the first month or so.
Exactly.
You're bugging.
A month? That's it.
They don't have him 6 to 8 weeks.
You're bugging.
Anyway,
Reggie Jackson.
It's top 5 for y'all because that's a real question. Because without Jeff Teague and Al Horford,
wait, no. Go ahead and go off. You say your list, man. Go ahead and go. Go ahead and go.
I mean, they were close.
No, go ahead and go walk. You got to say your list, man. Expect me to cut you off when you say some dumb shit too.
There's no dumb shit. It's all facts.
I'll cut you off too, man. Don't trip.
Go ahead.
So I got number 1. I got the Raptors.
Oh, whoa.
I'm playing. I got the Cavs. Then after the Cavs, I got the Pacers.
That's disrespectful right there, bro.
Then I got the Raptors. Then I got the Green. I got the Celtics.
That bummer.
Then I got the Knicks. Then I got the Hawks. then the Pistons, then the Bulls.
Y'all are bugging. Y'all think the Bulls are? Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and go.
What else is there?
That's a good question.
Y'all think Charlotte just dropped out?
Oh no.
Charlotte?
Hell yeah. They just lost 4 players, that key players, nigga. How they gonna get back?
They lost Jeremy Lin, Al Jefferson. I don't think Al Jefferson really wasn't.
What? They lost Jeremy Lin, Al Jefferson, Courtney Lee.
You said 4.
Let me check the roster real quick.
No.
but Al Jefferson, he didn't play that many games.
Stop it! You all y'all niggas were bragging. Oh, this nigga Al Jefferson gonna come back. This man gonna be good, bro. What you talking about?
Here, let me say. I thought he was too, but it started to become obvious he didn't really fit in that team.
Yo,
but
put Pacers at 2. Sorry to cut you off. I'm gonna have to start calling the Pacers overrated. Like, how the fuck did the Pacers jump to 2 all of a sudden? I see this because it's on a lot.
What? You mean how they jumped to 2?
Miles Turner just turned into a legend in the offseason. You think Al Jefferson made that difference? Is it?
Didn't you say Miles Jefferson's
Turner?
Miles Turner's gonna be better than Porzingis, right? Did you say that?
No,
for sure. I think he is.
What?
That's exactly what he said, right? That's exactly what he said, right?
That?
Yo, I'll make a bet right now that Miles Turner will have a better per 36 than Kristaps.
A better what? A better what?
Per 36, because he's not gonna get the same minutes as Kristaps.
Gives a fuck about some per 36.
Oh,
you're telling me?
I'm saying if Kristaps got the same minutes as Miles Turner, I think Miles Turner would outperform him.
Okay, so this is what you're saying, right? If Miles Turner is better than Porzingis, and then the Pacers also have freaking Jeff Teague and Paul George, and still have Monte Ellis
and Al Jefferson.
Dude, you don't get it, because I've been watching these fucking Pacers play. It's my second favorite team after my Raptors.
This is a different team, nigga. This is a different team now.
I'm telling you, because let me tell you. They have, first of all, you're talking about their biggest loss was Frank Vogel. Let's not forget one of the best coaches in the NBA is no longer coaching that team.
Agreed with that.
The reason Frank Vogel's a good coach is because he coaches the fuck out of defense. The Pacers were a defensive team for a very long time, and they found success through that. I'm saying the team that built their identity on defense this whole time is now deciding they no longer want to do that because maybe they were struggling offensively for the most part. They didn't have enough offensive weapons on top of Paul George. So long story short, this is a whole new team. We don't know what to expect, and everybody has best case scenario in mind. And even if the Pacers pulled off best case scenario, the Raptors got 56 wins last season. Are the Pacers going to match that?
Are the Raptors going to repeat that?
Of course.
Not only that, and you're missing Thaddeus Young. You tripping?
Yeah, and you missing Thaddeus Young.
I don't think.
Here, let me go through my list real quick. Cavs 1 and Raptors 2. I still got the Raptors second. I think I agree with the agent. From what I've noticed, out of not just like media, but fans as well, people are acting as if like the players that people added to their teams are immediately going to jump them up 10-plus wins immediately. Because that's what people are saying. The gap between the first and second seed last year and everybody else was almost 10 wins. I don't even understand how people think that it would even be that much closer unless – and this is with major injuries to DeMar DeRozan last year, injuries to Valanciunas, a major injury to DeMar Carroll, who practically didn't even play the entire season. So that team still was a borderline 60-win team, and they had multiple players missing. I don't even understand people don't think that Toronto Raptors will go back to the second seed. So those two, Cavs and Raptors. Third, I have the Pacers. Fourth, to me it's a toss-up, but fourth, I'll give it to the Boston Celtics. Fifth, I'm going to go with Atlanta. Sixth, I'm going to go with New York Knicks. Seventh, seventh is kind of up in the air to me. 7 and 8 are kind of up in the air to me as well. But 7, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Washington Wizards. I'm gonna throw it out there. No, 7th I'm gonna go with Detroit, and then 7th I'm gonna go with Detroit, and 8th I'm gonna go with Washington.
So you believe in John Wall?
I believe in John Wall, bro.
Ain't be the Bradley Beal's
back this season.
Gonna be
I thought Wizards were an overrated team for a while, but it seems like one bad season and people just forgot. Like Beal was out last season.
That's once Bradley Beal gets injured, right? You're gonna revoke your statement, right?
No, but I mean,
you think he's gonna get re-injured? Is that what you're betting on?
No, I'm talking about Legend.
No, but I think a lot of people forget too though. Like that team was, even with Bill being out, that team was still a 40. That team was still a 500 team, and that team was like 2 or 3 games away from making the 8th seed. Like up until the last week is when they finally got knocked out of the playoffs. So let's not even act like even when Bill was hurt last year and he missed games, that team was just completely wandering in the bottom of the Eastern Conference. That team was literally a few weeks removed from being in the playoffs. So I don't understand how people don't believe that the Wizards are going to make the playoffs. But Chicago is not making the playoffs.
I don't know if they're going to make it either, but I feel like I don't want to just forget that they have talent just because they're doing things differently than most of the other teams in the league.
It's not differently. They're not playing 2016 basketball.
We haven't seen it. Remember the Bucks did this last year, and it was the reason why they handed. I think it was the first loss to Golden State, is because Golden State's been facing teams that go outside, shoot. Then you play the Bucks, and the Bucks are inside presence, and that's what I know. The Bucks didn't play well last season, but I'm saying I think there might be a way that a team that goes inside can be successful. Granted, they have the talent to do so. And I think it might be one of those teams, yo. They got Dwayne Wade, they got Rondo. I don't know how much it goes for, but he led the league in assists last year.
They don't go for
Jimmy
nothing.
Butler.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean not a thing. You got a Rondo who needs the ball in his hand. Oh, Dwayne Wade, who kind of sort of needs the ball in his hand as well. But if he doesn't, he's not a threat from 3. Also, Wade is like 33, 34 years old. Also, Wade is probably going to play he's probably going to play at most 66 games. Both of them can't shoot, like I said before. Jimmy Butler, who's going to be the only average to above average defender on the perimeter. I'll say it again. He will be the only average to above average perimeter defender. Rondo at best will be an average defender, and Wade at best will be an average defender as well. Then at power forward, what are you putting? You put McDermott? You put Mirotic? Okay, you put Mirotic. No defense. The only player, he's going to be playing on the perimeter, so I guess he's shooting threes. I guess he's the only one spacing the floor. And you got Robin Lopez at 5. So when Robin Lopez come off, who's going to be like? I don't understand.
Gibson.
That team. Who?
Todd Gibson.
So Todd Gibson playing 5 now?
Oh man,
That
niggas playing 5, man.
You right. You
plays 5, right?
He's not Draymond Green though. But okay, you right though.
It's Todd Gibson. Yeah,
all I'm saying is there's nothing about that team that really, because I guarantee there'll be a point of time in the season.
What's so special about the Wizards?
John Wall is better. John Wall is better than everybody on that team besides Butler. Bill is better than everybody on that team besides Butler.
What?
Bill isn't. You wait. So let's get this clear now. You tell me Bill isn't better than Rondo and Wade right now? Right now,
He's better than Rondo.
he not better than Wade right now.
No.
Wade just averaged like 20 points last season.
When?
Last season?
I got feet. Y'all. Hold on.
Wait,
someone's gonna hold an L. One of you guys are holding an L by the end of this fact check.
Wade averaged like 19 to 20 points last season. Nigga.
19 to 20. I think he averaged more so like 15 to 17.
What?
Someone's holding an L.
Oh, I am holding the L. 19.
Oh.
Damn it! What time? He older than what I thought. He's 35.
Man, y'all just throwing out random facts.
Hey, calm down. What the hell does that matter, right?
Then he about to be 35. Whoa, he's bugging. You think Wade is going to play? How many games you think Wade is going to play this year?
He's gonna play 10 like Steve Nash, call it a salary and leave.
65 games, man. That's more than Bill. Oh,
what? No, it's not.
I
think you're forgetting Wade gets injured often too.
You know what I'm saying? Wade. He not even get injured. He got like, yo, sit me out, coach. I can't do it tonight. Get the fuck out of here, Wade. I like Wade.
Stop. Fuck out of here, Bill.
I like Wade, but he old, man. Like it's done. We had to come to terms with this, yo.
All right. He got Butler on the team, so what's the problem?
The more I think about it, yo, that Bulls team is trash.
That's what I'm saying. That team is trash, yo.
Because while you were talking, I was just zoned out thinking about how the fuck are they gonna score? And I couldn't come up with many answers. What I know from playing the Wizards that you gotta watch out for John Wall and don't double him though, because Beal will make the 3. I can't think of like a for sure. I guess if it comes down to defense, I think the Bulls are gonna be a good defensive team.
What they gonna run? They gonna run pick and roll with Robin Lopez and Rondo. You just go under. You go under the screen and that's it. Like what do you? There's nothing there, yo.
Talk about defense.
Is Wade gonna post up everybody at 35? Like, come on, yo.
Man, you crazy.
It might be Butler though. Butler will probably obviously be their best offensive player. But
You must be underestimating Wade, bro.
I ain't underestimating. I just know he's 35.
I'm
What is
interested.
that? 1 year older, nigga. 1 year
Yeah,
older after
that
average.
5 to 9 in the Eastern Conference, I think is gonna play out real interesting because we could be really wrong about the Pistons and the Bulls and some of these teams that like
We know you're wrong.
Yeah, we know you're wrong because you had both the Knicks and Atlanta out, so we know you're wrong.
No, I added Atlanta in. I just missed Atlanta.
Oh, say it again then. Say it one time.
Cavs number 1, 2 Raptors, 3 Celtics, 4 Pacers, 5 Hawks, 6 Pistons, 7 Hornets, 8 Wizards.
So you still don't have the Knicks?
No.
You're fucking crazy. That is so disrespectful. That is so.
Yo, I'm sorry. I was optimistic for 2 years, and both years they let me down.
Nigga,
2 years on what? 2 years on 2 years won. 2 years won.
The last 2 years, man.
How was last year? Anything good?
That's what I was saying.
You're bugging, agent. They added.
I don't think that Knicks are gonna be bad. I just think that they're gonna be beat at the. I could be wrong. The Hornets are one of the teams that could just be trash.
They could be.
I seen Kemba play, and I think Kemba could take another step. Now the Hornets is all dependent on Kemba. Now if Kemba doesn't pan out, then I think the Knicks would easily be the last playoff.
What? You think that? So you think if the Knicks make it, it's gonna be 8th?
Yes.
And you think that's depending on Kemba Walker? One player. Player.
He said the entire.
But you don't put anything on freaking Derrick Rose, Carmelo, or Porzingis. Either one of them blowing up.
I mean, they might blow out knees. Derrick Rose is good at getting injured.
Oh, here
We
we
talk
go
about injuries
again.
all the time.
You're crazy.
So we're talking about injuries then, right? Oh, so took out Wizards then, right?
Waffle, stop getting emotional, all right? Your team
I'm not
has
getting
a
emotional,
collection of. It has a compilation of talent. Now, I don't know if that talent's gonna work out. That's why I'm not overly optimistic with them. So it might, who knows? But Melo and Porzingis, it didn't really look like it fit too well last year. But on top of that, what? Stop doing that what shit you do. Joakim Noah can't do anything on offense, head ass. So they might be better off. They might be better off.
They're not even expecting him to do something.
Why would he doesn't need to do anything on offense?
He can literally average 0 points in NBA.
You know what?
This man is another pass on the court.
I think of the Knicks like I think of the Jazz. Just the Knicks have a little less talent. They just have a compilation of characters, and I don't know if they have the right compilation. We'll see. I think it's gonna be an exciting team to watch, regardless. They got a lot of exciting teams.
You're fucking crazy.
Oh, it's the Hornets to the Knicks for me.
Man, I'll give you that the Knicks bench needs some work, other than Jennings and maybe Kuzminski.
Kylo Quinn too.
Oh, word! The All-Star.
No, y'all are both. First of all, for the both of y'all crazy. I would for sure take Kylo Quinn on my bench.
Yeah, but I just Kylo Quinn, he needs to stop doing some crazy stuff out there. He needs to chill.
Oh yeah, because I saw him shoot some threes the other game, and I was like, all right, chill out, just rebound and hustle, boy. That's what he's supposed to do. Yeah, you're crazy, AJ. Yo, first of all, you echoing too on the low, but you're crazy.
Echoing?
Yeah.
How the fuck did it just start echoing? I've had the same setup this whole
time. Nah. You know what, Agent? You got it.
Yo, I don't know if the Knicks are gonna be the Waffleman.
No. You got it, bro. I don't have
a fortune ball. You guys asked me what I think, and I have no reason to be optimistic.
You good, bro. I'm liking us being underrated.
I completely understand how you don't think that. How do you think that you should be more optimistic this year with the Knicks compared to other years? They added all that talent. I don't understand how you think they're gonna. I don't know, bro. I think that's enough.
It's not about the talent to me, though, because I've seen so many teams in the past with talent, and they have a lot of talent, but it just didn't work out. So
name me a team that added a whole bunch of talent and didn't even make the playoffs.
Lakers.
They made the playoffs that year.
Barely. They scraped one.
They made it.
Okay, but they made the playoffs though.
Let me open up the conference standings.
There's no need to. There's no need to because they always make the playoffs. Even when the Brooklyn Nets added all those players, they made the playoffs. You're crazy.
The Nets? Oh no, they made the playoffs.
They made the playoffs. I just said it.
You sound like you're taking it up.
But the collection of talent that the Knicks added was Joakim Noah and Brandon Jennings?
Brandon Jennings is a good pickup.
But he's saying it like,
why are we comparing that to the fucking big three in Miami? Why are we comparing that to huge acquisitions?
Who's comparing that? I'm not
Those
comparing
are role players.
I'm not comparing it. I'm not comparing them. What I'm saying is that's a team that wasn't good, and they added a bunch of talent that, in my opinion, and obviously it should be to everybody's opinion, it should be a fact that fits for that team. Joakim Noah is a great passer for his position. He protects the rim, hustle guy. He's going to give you the energy and defense. You add Courtney Lee, which is a spark off the – I'm not Courtney Lee. You add Brandon Jennings, a spark off the bench offensively. Courtney Lee is going to give you defense and spreading the floor, knocking down threes. You can immediately expect Porzingis just to develop in and of itself. I don't even care if Derrick Rose come out there and give you 10 points and 6 assists. That team is – that's crazy. Derrick Rose can come out there and give you 10 points and 6 assists. That team will still make the playoffs.
They might. I just need them to prove it to me. I'm not saying what I think is going to be correct. I just have no proof from previous performances that this team is going to perform.
But you don't have no proof that the Bulls are going to make the playoffs.
That's true. That they're not my playoff picture anymore, by the way. I sat there and listened to you talk for too long. I was like, you're right. This team is too trash.
Everyone keeps saying Bulls, health. Niggas, calm down, bro. This man coming back. Nigga, he played 51 games 2 seasons ago, 66 games last season. Jesus Christ. Take it easy, bro.
Anyway.
Otherwise, I'm going to start talking about Bradley Beal again.
Who would you rather have, the Knicks or the Wizards?
And what?
I'd rather have the Knicks.
Like, if they were playing each other, who would you bet on?
I bet on the Knicks.
You're from New York, so
not even just being a Knicks fan.
I think I would bet on Knicks too.
I think the Wizards will have. First of all, if John Wall's going to drive into the paint, I'm sorry, but he's not going to fucking keep on dropping on fucking Porzingis and Joakim Noah. Get the fuck out of here.
You said that shit like Joe Wall will drive on anybody. Let's be 100% clear about that.
He will, but I'm not going to be that successful finishing around him.
Nah.
I think I'm not gonna lie though. This is where I 100% agree with Waffle. I think teams are underestimating like how good that New York Knicks team is, yo. Because defensively, that front court with Porzingis and Joakim Noah, that's a legitimate problem for anybody who wants to finish around the rim.
I don't think y'all.
And on the offensive end, both of those players give you diversity in what they bring to the court.
You can make the same argument about the Wizard players. John Wall with the explosiveness, Beal with the shot, diversity.
All right, but you just named 2 players on the freaking backcourt.
But and on top of that, I mean, though we basically already seen what those 2 players can bring to the court. I mean, bring to the game. It obviously needs to be a tad bit more, just a little bit more. It doesn't have to be a lot more, which is the reason why I had them in the playoffs anyway. But it needs to be a little bit more for them to make that extra push. What I'm saying is that front court defensively is more than good enough. It's more than good enough to put them in a situation to make the playoffs. And then also too, like I said, y'all already know I don't really like Melo like that. That nigga Melo about to ball out this year.
Melo can ball, bro.
I'm about to say Melo about to put up 25 again. I see that.
I didn't even know Trey Burke played for the Wizards. Yeah, that's a nice pickup right there. Well, take this in. Raptors top 5 team in defense. I watch damn near every Raptor game. So there are only a few teams where I sit there like, we might just get fucking toasted this game. And one of those is against the Wizards because this boy John Wall, even though Kyle Lowry has a defensive stopper badge, he's still impossible to defend. So I'm saying when you have a player on your team that's impossible to defend, you're going to have some success. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the Wizards do too good of a job building talent around him, but they have a pretty good backcourt, kind of weak front court. They got Markieff Morris and I guess Otto Porter, small forward. And Nene is gone, I believe. Yeah, they got me here. Defensively, but you're saying that shit like Gortat he's equivalent to Joakim Noah in terms of value. And this Waffle goes, what?
I'm not.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that the teams, they seem even in terms of talent.
I don't think that.
No, they do not.
I don't think that at all.
See, I'm not gonna try and convince you. I know, at least in my opinion, this is
I'll say this. I think John Wall is the best player out of both of those teams, right? But outside of John Wall, I don't really think there's nobody else on the Wizards you can clearly say is better than everybody else on that team. Because I would take Melo and Porzingis over Bradley Beal.
Whoa.
You must be underestimating Porzingis.
I think you're underestimating. I think Beal is the underestimated one here because he got injured for half the season.
No, Bill.
That's his fault.
He said that's his fault. Yo, I'm telling you right now, Porzingis is better than Beal, yo.
I'm telling you right now too. Even though
I think that's an impossible comparison to make, but anyway,
I know it is. But if we had a pick,
listen,
we had a draft, I would pick Porzingis over Beal.
That nigga Porzingis, even though it's just freaking preseason and shit again.
Stop bringing preseason examples. Oh my god.
Even last season, then.
All right, say last season then. Say last season.
Just from last season, what he was able to do, and he's already better this season.
I mean, because if you think about even if Porzingis just put up like 4 more points, and he grabbed another rebound or 2. I mean, we talking about that's borderline 20 and 10, and last year he was already getting 2 blocks a game with a steal. And that you're crazy.
Listen, he's stronger this off season. You know he got that touch. He's nice.
Who wants to go on a date with Porzingis?
I ain't gonna lie too. Like Waffle keeps saying, I know it's preseason, but yo, that man offensively,
that man balling, girl.
Yo, it ain't got better. I don't know what's going on.
I was watching. I was like, he ain't doing this shit.
he really doing that. I can't remember what player it was, but he came down. He gave like a nasty post. He posting up, passing.
Yo, that nigga was dribbling from the 3-point line. I was like, what?
Oh, that's crazy, yo. He got better.
And then this is just looking at history. But every time Melo comes off the Olympics, his teams they make the playoffs, and they make the playoffs as a top 4 seed. So I mean,
and Melo is gonna be healthy. Not healthy, but he's gonna be in shape too.
I don't want you to ever bring up an irrelevant fact like that ever again. That was Melo 4 years ago is not the same Melo now. Oh my god,
that was pretty irrelevant. I ain't gonna lie.
You said that like it's like you walk up to your teacher, yo, teacher, I promise you, every single time I come off the weekend, I perform phenomenal on these assignments. Like, yo, that had no correlation. Clearly
there is a correlation. Clearly, if 3 times it happens, how's that not correlation?
That had no best fit of line. What do you call that shit in math where you graph shit and try to find a line of best fit? It had none of that shit, all right?
If it increases, nigga. So
all I know is this is all I do know.
Your comment had no badges, Waffle.
Yo, that man, all I know is I agree with Waffle. I think that Melo's gonna play better this upcoming season.
These niggas said percentage.
I hope he does. I don't think he'll do it anymore because I thought it 2 seasons in a row and he just let me down.
How do you let you down?
Remember when we had expectations on Melo? Like, yo, Melo's on the Knicks. It don't matter who the fuck's on that team. That team's going to the playoffs. Remember when we had those expectations on Melo?
I mean, but that was like how long ago? That was like 7 years ago.
That's what I had hoped for. I thought that was coming back. It seems like now that's not coming back. We gotta go. Melo has a team around him.
That was like 2 seasons ago.
Anyway, I hope he does well because Melo used to be one of my favorite players when he joined the league in Denver. So I mean, I hope. I just don't think
you sound like a groupie. Melo used to be one of my favorite players.
What happened?
Everybody, one of your favorite players. Jesus Christ. Let me. I don't know. But it is what it is. Before we do go, call this a wrap up real quick.
We didn't talk about KD yet.
Yeah, I must say that's what we need to talk about because I guess I said something that apparently offended this man's agent.
What?
So I don't know because this is what I said. Well, this is my because I've thought about it too, and even though I don't like the fact that KD went to Golden State, and everybody is like talking about KD, what he did was killing Golden State and is bad for the league. Well, not killing Golden State, he's killing the league and it's bad for the league and it's bad for everybody else. I personally. And I thought about this too when I was just like, just looking at basketball and stuff like that. I was thinking to myself, why do fans get upset at the player when they make a decision in the offseason. Because from at least from how I look at it, when a player gets drafted into the NBA, they're happy. Players don't sit there and be like, I'm on this team. I don't even want to be here. And they're not saying that I'm playing with this coach. I'm in the backcourt with this player. No, they're just happy that they're in the league and they're trying to figure out what they can do to fit in and what's going on. It takes a lot for you to go from that point to I got to get the fuck off this team. So within that point of time, I think that OKC messed up, and I think it's OKC's fault for KD leaving. I don't even see how it's anybody else's fault. I think OKC is a terrible organization. I think they're one of the worst ran organizations in the league.
They're bad. They're not one of the worst.
I genuinely do not think that Kevin Durant. I genuinely do not think that OKC fans should be blaming Kevin Durant for leaving. Because if I was him, I would not staying neither. I wouldn't go to Golden State. I'd probably go to the Clippers. I would definitely go to the Clippers. But I'm not staying on that team. That's a terrible team.
All right. Here's why I want to talk about this, because there was some new information that emerged because Kevin Durant doesn't know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he need to shut up. He sound like a female.
He was talking to some sort of reporter, or it was some sort of interview. He was on record, basically. And he said this. He had to say this. No other player ever talks about this kind of stuff. He said that him and Russell Westbrook weren't even good friends. He said that when they didn't even used to chill like that. Like, all right, I'm from Toronto. We're blessed, yo. We see DeRozan and Kyle being cute together and shit. You just know they're best friends, right? You know, if Kyle went somewhere, DeRozan will go somewhere. And you just can't separate those two guys. That's just a fact. So when KD said that he wasn't even that tight with Westbrook, he said that Westbrook posted an Instagram photo of like some cupcakes, and it was an inside joke. It was a shot at Kevin Durant. He was calling him soft. No one knew it at the time, but it's just coming out now. So I'm saying they weren't even best friends. There was, you know how KD was treated by the management in OKC. Long story short, Skip Bayless was talking about how, and I got this from him. I was like, yo, I feel some type of way because Skip Bayless explained that since KD was drafted by Seattle, right, Russell Westbrook was drafted by the Thunder. So they felt some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know when you have a child? I don't know because I don't have one. But, like, you just feel like, that's mine right there. That's Russell Westbrook. Because KD just came with the expansion. And so apparently what KD was really furious with the management about, and this is where I think I agree that OKC's ownership and management has been fucking up, is they don't treat KD the way that they treated Westbrook. I don't even know if the two guys felt like they were getting along together on the court. I don't know if they had chemistry ever. I just know there were two really talented players, and that's it. I think that was it. There were just two really talented players. So when he got an opportunity to go elsewhere, because he wasn't best of friends like Kyle and DeMar, he just left. And so knowing that information, I don't know how you could be mad at him. Like, I don't know, man. I don't.
You can wait. Why are you mad at KD? You just sat there and said,
I'm not mad at KD. I think he should stop talking about this shit in little bits and pieces throughout the year. But I don't think people should be. I think people should be disappointed about the impact he had on the league. But OKC fans should not be disappointed that he. Well, you should be disappointed, but you shouldn't be hating him because he left the team. I think that's where I'm heading. You'll feel some type of way regardless. But
bring on the hate, bro. He went to the Warriors.
Tight. People were selling the story like Russell Westbrook and KD are in it together. They would never leave OKC because they're in this together. He wasn't. Oh, when I heard that information, I was like, yo, he wasn't even best friends with the guy.
Wait, tell me before you go off. Isn't that basically what I've been saying for like the past, like as long as we like at least for the past 6 months? I was like, yo, I really don't think that Russ and KD duo really works.
I don't know if it does.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes you might have just so much talent that it just works anyways.
Yeah,
because they've been to the NBA Finals once, even though they had a different team, and they basically had it last year. But I mean, shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. So,
well, I'm not gonna lie though. Even if they had it last year, I don't think they would have won anyway because I think the Cavs would have beat them regardless. But my whole thing was with me, and I'll say it again. I don't think they're the worst, but I think OKC is one of the worst. And I don't understand why fan bases and even the media consistently goes after the players. I don't understand why nobody in the beginning didn't take a step back and been like, all right, there's a reason why he left. Like, he's just not up and leaving just to up and leave. there's a reason why he left that organization, that team. That's what I feel like that's what people need to be more focused on. They didn't need to be necessarily more focused on whatever was going on between him and Russ. I thought that was for sure the focus. And since they didn't focus on that, and everybody gets upset about everything else, but I just feel like OKC failed as an organization. And I don't know that many organizations that would have had – at one point, they had 3 out of the top 10 players in the league, and they still didn't win a championship.
So let me give you all a little history lesson, just real quick. People fought for their right to have free agency. When leagues just started, when the MLB was the first league to put together a union and for the union to be effective to start collectively bargaining for the players. And so it used to be a fucked up situation because the way it was in baseball was a team can sign you, for example, for $10,000 a year. And then the next year, they can, if they want to, like how they do it in expansion drafts, if they want to keep you, they keep you. They can decide to reserve you and pay you 20% less, and you have no say. Like that was and they already weren't the owners were putting so much money in their pockets, and the athletes were getting nothing. So the athletes fought for their ability to choose a destination in free agency. And so Kevin Durant gets to be a free agent. So he can decide at that point, he can go wherever the fuck he wants to go. And then he made a decision. Now, instead of people looking at the reason why he made that decision, in terms of an organizational lens, people just blame the relationship he had with Russell Westbrook and called him a shitty human being. Now, I think what he did was bad for the league in general, but I don't think you should be attacking his character or saying, I never really knew Kevin Durant was like this because he moved from here to there. Like, how are you jumping to those grand assumptions based on a move from one team to another? A move that's crazy. He fought for that for you, and people just demonize. I don't think he should be demonized, is what I'm trying to say. I don't agree with his move. I just don't think he should be getting the hate he's getting. I think he'll eventually blow over. People can't be this mad at him forever. I mean, people in Toronto hated Vince Carter for a while, but even now they clap when he comes into the arena. So anyway, that was some neat new information that he did not have to share, but I'm kind of happy he did.
What, you got anything to say, Waff?
Nah, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I don't know. Like Ethan keeps saying, that what he said about everything he keeps saying about Russ is just so unnecessary, and I don't understand why he keeps talking. Because at this point, it comes across like he's trying to validate what he did, and it's like, you did it, nigga. It's done already. we can't really move on. I mean, everybody's already moved on, and it seems like you can't. So let's go ahead and move on. We're past that point. But it is what it is. That team is ridiculous. And I guess before we get into the games, I guess the last question is anybody going to beat Golden State Warriors this upcoming season?
Nope. Unless there's two superstars on that team that get injured.
Off. Everybody healthy is somebody beating Golden State Warriors.
Not if they play at the highest level. But you got a couple of sleeper teams that might come up out of nowhere.
Who?
The Cavaliers.
I want to know who too.
That's a sleeper team to you?
To beat the Warriors? Well, they want to be sleeping on something.
Oh, wow. I'm going to say this because I said it on Twitter too. Yo, if the Cavaliers beat the Warriors, LeBron James by default will be the second greatest player of all time. By default.
Stop yourself immediately.
Yo, you're bugging if you don't believe that. You're bugging.
Don't even ever use an if situation. Don't even ever speak hypothetically. Unless there's injuries, that team cannot lose. It won't make sense if they lose.
Yeah, not. I mean, they could.
No, they can't.
They could.
They could lose.
They can't.
They could.
They couldn't. I thought they were a for sure shot without Kevin Durant.
And they lost. What you saying?
They didn't have Draymond Game 5, but
that's not the reason why they lost. Let me know
what you think about this.
That's not the reason why they wait. I'm just saying that's not the reason why they lost. Let's stop saying that.
I think it is, but
get the fuck
because I think they would have been able to close out at home in Game 5.
No,
they weren't going to lose 2 home games. That'd be crazy.
That bum ass nigga Curry choked. That's the reason why they lost.
He did choke, but that's a good because I wanted to say a lot of people say that Draymond is overrated.
Oh, they're crazy. Whoa, say what
I think he's underrated.
I'm about to say I don't think he overrated. They're crazy.
What I saw in Game 7 was
crazy.
I think he can do that if he has his own team. If he was the leader of his own team.
Yeah, no.
What?
No.
Okay, let's say this. If Draymond went to the Mavericks instead of Harrison Barnes, do the Mavericks make the playoffs?
Yeah, they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think he could. I mean, what he did in games, you think what he can do in Game 7 or something like that, he can do that consistently?
No, I'm saying, but it was like a glimpse into what he was capable of. You see the killer instinct. He said, "Yo, I'm not fucking losing this game." And Curry was like, "Nah, B, I got you with the air balls." So I just think what I saw games, that was an exciting Game 7. I didn't give a fuck who won that game because my Raptors weren't in it, but it was nice to see two teams go at it like that. Pause.
I bet it was, bro.
You said that shit like your Knicks were in there, fam.
I don't know. I don't know if he that underrated. I think Draymond Green is better than what a lot of people give him credit for. I think what he does for that team. I think what he does for that team is more than what a lot of people give him credit for. Because, like I said in my video, like defensively, I really don't think there's nobody. I really don't think that there's anybody close to him defensively. Because what he can do when how flexible he is defensively, how he can guard multiple positions like that. And then offensively, as he slowly progressed, because people tend to forget, like he's fairly young. That like last year was I want to say the 4th year in the NBA. So it's not like he's been in the NBA that long. He's only been in the NBA 4 years, so he has to continue to progress as a player. So at the rate that he's continued to progress, he's going to become just all around better player. But I think he for sure offensively benefits from being on a team that can stretch the floor as well as they can. But I think he's a great player, though. I really do. Oh, man. So, we want to play over and under, or are we gonna call it a podcast?
Over and under.
Do you guys have any over-unders?
That niggas got these.
Oh wait, all right. Well, we do it because we got we're running 15 more minutes because then be borderline 2 hours long. All right.
That's facts.
Over or under. Or no, we'll do the other thing that me and Adrian was supposed to do. I'll just say a storyline and you tell me if you believe it's going to happen or if it's not going to happen.
Am I allowed to think about it, Lo?
Yeah, you can think about it, bitch. Everybody in the chat, you can play along as well. Basically, you can either say buy or pass. If I say a storyline and you think it's going to happen, you type in buy. If you don't think it's going to happen, then you type in pass. So, Karl Anthony Towns will be an MVP candidate. Buy or pass?
Pass.
Y'all look crazy. Y'all look. You don't
next year?
Yeah, this year coming up. Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
More didn't you just say you have to make the playoffs and shit to get this shit going?
Yeah, they're making the playoffs. I said they're making the playoffs.
At the AFC though.
I think he can be a. I think he can be a player. I know he can. He is going to make the playoffs, and I think they're going to be pretty high in the seedings too. Buyer pass. The Utah Jazz will get to the second seed and second round in the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with buy. I'm gonna
go with buy too, because especially if they get the 4th or 5th seed, I think they're good enough to beat Portland or whatever team. I think they're good enough to beat OKC as a team as well. Actually, buyer pass. Russell Westbrook will average over 25 points, over 8.5 rebounds, and 8.5 assists.
Pass. What the fuck?
Whoa!
How would he average that?
He said buy. He said buy.
Bye, boy.
I don't know if he knows how much that is, yo.
Hey, it sounds like a lot, but when you're playing 40 minutes a game, having the ball in your hands for over 80% of the offensive possession, it's not that much after that.
Nah, you're out of your mind.
I'm gonna say pass too. I don't know about the 8.5. That is a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, that's a bit much. Buyer pass. Goran Dragic will be traded to the New Orleans Pelicans.
I don't think he's gonna be traded anywhere.
Pass.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be traded. What?
To the Pelicans?
Yeah, to the Pelicans. Yeah.
Nah.
They got Drew when he comes back from personal reasons.
True. A lot of the bypass we already went through because I think y'all feel like they're gonna make the playoffs or not. Buyer pass. This will be. I'll give you two more. Buyer pass. The Los Angeles Lakers will win 25 games.
Bye. 25? Bye.
Pass.
Hey, I'm gonna pass too. I think they're gonna. Wait here. I'll say more than 25. I think they can win exactly 25. I think 25 is their cap. I think the cap of the Los Angeles Lakers is 25.
They got Luol Deng and Mozgov now, and new pieces. They got Julius Randle developing, and they just picked up Ingram and D'Angelo Russell. You talk about preseason all this time off. D'Angelo's been killing it.
Yeah, he has been killing it preseason.
You name one player from the preseason, sir.
What?
You just named one player that's killing it in the preseason.
Yeah, because I don't know about the others. I just kept seeing D'Angelo.
Yeah, because the rest of the team isn't that good at all. Last buyer pass. Dwight Howard. I ain't been checking in the goddamn what you call it? Everybody's saying bye too. Some people saying pass. Dwight Howard will average. Dwight Howard will average 20 more points along with 11 or more rebounds and put the Atlanta Hawks in the top 3 seeds in the East. No, top 4 seed in the East.
I don't know if they're gonna get top 4, let alone 20 and 11. Crazy.
Here's the thing.
Man, you must be overrating the Hawks.
I'm gonna buy it, but keep the receipt. I think Dwight Howard can average. I think Dwight Howard can average 20 or more points, and I think he can. I mean, obviously the rebounds are going to be there as well.
What the?
You know, Dwight Howard's working on a shot, right? He might be able to get 20 points. He definitely needs to get 11 rebounds though.
Oh man.
Hey, y'all can put some in the chat as well. John Wall leads the league in assists.
Is that the storyline?
Bye. Wait, what is that?
Yeah, I'll buy that too. I'll buy it too.
Yeah, especially since he got Bradley Beal for the full season. But
word, now they can stop breaking the passes.
Exactly, 82 game Bradley Beal.
Buyer pass. Can the Toronto Raptors make the NBA Finals?
Pass.
You should have said playoffs. There would have been somebody like, nope, they'll pass that one right there. I don't know if that team has what it takes. You know, DeMar's only ranked 46, so that's kind of pathetic.
AJ, are you going to buy or pass it?
To make the finals?
Yeah, make the finals. Beat the Cavaliers. They might not even have to beat they might not even have to beat the Cavs, to be honest with you.
Yo, I'm gonna wait for the Black Friday sale on this one because they're eyeing LaMarcus Aldridge and Paul Millsap. So if they can pull the trigger and trade Jonas or T. Ross, then I think they have a shot.
If they trade, because to be honest with you, I don't really like LaMarcus Aldridge on their Spurs team. If they can trade Valanciunas to get LaMarcus Aldridge, which I actually think is the best thing for both sides actually.
Yeah, so I mean, both of them and a bunch of first round. I think the Raptors have 2 picks next year in the first round. So those are on the line. I've been reading all these trade rumors. So.
Somebody said buyer pass. Do they even get to the conference finals?
Yeah,
Because the East they get better. So buyer pass. Do the Toronto Raptors get to the conference finals?
Supposedly gets better every year.
Oh, he said pass. Y'all getting knocked out the second round.
Who's knocking this out before the Cavs? Which team?
What? What you say?
Either the Pacers or the Knicks.
Oh yeah, the team that just fired their coach, right? Yeah, that team is gonna have to learn a whole new.
Let's be honest. Y'all need to fire your coach too. Let's be honest, agent. He's not.
Some days I sit there, I'm like, fucking love Dwayne Casey. Other days I'm like, yo, what is this guy thinking? Put Jonas in. It's the fourth quarter. I don't know.
Well, and who gets traded? Blake Griffin or Chris Paul? Or the Clippers is fucking stupid and let both of their contracts expire.
They should have already traded Blake, but I think it's too late. They keep him.
Well, Chris Paul's not gonna be.
Yeah, I don't think Chris Paul. I think they need to trade Blake.
You're not getting traded.
Trade Blake.
Chris Paul's that nigga gone, boy. But that nigga gone, cook.
All right, so I think that's it, man. Y'all want to say y'all final statements, y'all concluding statements about everything that's going on?
If you're in the area of New York, Tuesdays, I'll be roaming around the city of Gotham in my New York Knicks jersey. So if you're on the F train, check me out, bro. Meeting people every day talking about the New York Knicks, bro. It's lit at the subway, car. Come join the subway party. F train, D train, fuck all the way, boy. D train all the way, nigga.
I can see you all walking around with this dumbass looking Carmelo Anthony jersey, just sitting on the train reading comments.
Please throw your Carmelo jersey back up, yo. Throw it up back up, yo. Let's see that jersey one more time, bro. Let's see that jersey before we go.
That's a nice jersey too. Is that a fake jersey, Waffle?
Nah, that nigga diehard fan. And your agent, go and get your closing response.
Oh wait, he got the jersey.
Oh, there it is.
It is, man.
Yo, let me click on you real quick.
Nigga, we getting it big this year. Porzingis jersey coming in too.
Is that the real one? Let me see the front. I know if it's real if I see the front.
It's a swingman jersey.
Oh, it's a swingman. Okay, it's not the real one.
The
real one got that little emblem. I don't know what the emblem is on the side.
The NBA emblem?
No. It's like I don't know what like New York is like kind of celebrating something, so they got a little thing.
Oh, the 70th.
Yeah. So, agent, your closing.
What's good, y'all? We're chilling. I got 2 fucking exams, and I'm gonna be gone all day tomorrow. So I hate what's going on right now. I wish I could just sit down and make videos. But anyway, excited for the season. My exams finish right when the season starts, so perfect timing. Hope y'all watch game 1 of the NBA season. My Raptors aren't playing day 1 anymore.
Oh, we even got our prediction on those games.
NBA.com. I gotta check the schedule. But anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. If y'all enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. And we'll see y'all later.
Before we go, let's do the predictions real quick because I actually do want to keep count of this going on to the regular.
True.
Yeah, I want to keep count of this. So from today until next Friday or Thursday, we'll do only Thursday since we're gonna do it on Fridays now. Oh yeah, for people out there who are kind of like trying to figure out what's going on, we're gonna do the podcast on Fridays now because that's what best suits everybody's schedule. And each week we're going to try to do 10 games. I think 10 games is fine. I think that's manageable to predict. Or you want to do 5? We'll do 10. The openers, Trailblazers and Jazz. Who you got?
Trailblazers.
The Jazz.
Yeah. I got Jazz. Wait, who you got? Who got Waffle?
Trailblazers.
I got Utah Jazz. Knicks or Cavs?
Cavs. Don't kill yourself, Waffle.
I got the Knicks. I got a good reason for having the Knicks, bro.
I got the Cavs.
Come on, take the Knicks, nigga. You know the Knicks are gonna win that game.
I got the. You know what? All right, fine. I'll go with the Knicks. I'll go with the Knicks.
Exactly.
Why y'all taking the L though?
Nigga, remember when they opened up 2 seasons ago at the Cavs? They got killed.
You got. I'm gonna go with the Knicks. Spurs or Warriors?
I'll take the Warriors on that one.
I'm gonna take the Warriors too. Detroit or Raptors? Mindful that Reggie Jackson isn't playing.
That wouldn't matter because Raptors. This guy Waffle said, "Wow, that changes the game."
Who you got? Who you got? Waffle? You got Raptors. I got Raptors too. Timberwolves or Grizzlies?
Timberwolves.
Fuck, I'll take the Grizzlies.
I'm gonna take T-Wolves. Rockets or Lakers?
Rockets.
So I'm gonna go Lakers.
You said they get 25 wins, but they beat the Rockets.
They gonna beat the Rockets. It's gonna be one of these wins. That's 6, and the last 4, Clippers and Trailblazers.
Clippers.
Agent.
Clippers.
I'm gonna go Clippers as well. Hawks and Wizards.
Wizards.
Hawks, y'all niggas bugging. Celtics and Bulls.
Celtics
as well. And I don't want to do that one. That's an ugly ass matchup. Milwaukee Bucks and Hornets.
Bucks.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks too. So there you have it. We're gonna try to keep count of everything that's going on each and every week, so you can keep count of what's going on and figure out who's gonna win in this entire thing. But like I said before, Fridays 9:30 on the channel. Please come check us out. We're gonna do it more consistently so people can know what's going on. Because people have been asking in my comment section about it. All the links to everybody's channels and my Twitter is in the description below already. You don't have to wait until the video goes up because it's already there. And tomorrow I'm gonna be uploading my predictions for my MVP race. And then after that, I got a very, very special LeBron James and Michael Jordan video that's gonna put everybody in awe and tell everybody to shut the hell up because people don't know what they're talking about when it comes to Michael Jordan and LeBron. But with all that being said, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Later. Bye. Hey, bye, everybody. We'll see y'all later.
Is it over?